Sonja.
I'm Sonja Lowe, and that's Sonja with a J.
And I'm Delia Cortez.
And today's episode is She Shed. It's all about the ladies.
But men, don't change the channel. There is something for you to learn today.
And as you can see, we have a special guest on the couch with us today. We have Miss Meka Diamond, the media mogul. What did we say about the diamond?
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
Welcome, Meka. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. I was excited to be able to come and sit down on the comfortable couch.
Well, it is going to be an awesome show, and we got so much to talk about. So you know what to do. Grab your cup of coffee or your tea, and we'll be right back.
CEO Jalea Davis is making history by becoming the youngest African-American female to own a television station in the nation. Along with her colleague, President Crystal Holmes, these women are becoming a part of the 1.3% African-American television station ownership. Get ready for iconic television, an all-new channel coming to your TV on KVVV channel 15.10, covering Houston's local inspiration, entertainment, health, wellness, fitness, family, visual artists, comedians, and more. Streaming 24/7 on iconictelevision.com. Be sure to stay tuned for the latest and greatest on Iconic Television, where everyone can be iconic.
Let's be honest. Making a lukewarm marketing video is fairly simple. But who wants lukewarm marketing? Instead, how about something that conveys your unique message? Well, that takes creativity, and creative is what we are. We design custom logos. We even offer professional print services. Our goal is to showcase how good your idea is, no matter what your product is. Whether it's social media marketing for a new author or the artwork for the book itself, we can help. You've created a new app and need a TV commercial to show it to the world. We can help.
Now they're Stork Advisor.
If you're a photographer trying to show off your work in a unique way, we can help. Need a promo for your TV show? We can help with that too.
It's Couch Time with Sonja.
We're an artistic bunch and we love the creative process. We're not trying to be the best in Houston. We're trying to be the best for you.
We have the pleasure of having Miss Meka Diamond on set, and of course, Sonja Lowe. We are going to enjoy today all about the she shed and hanging out with your girlfriends. So before we get started, grab your blanket, your favorite drink, and sit back and get comfortable.
I love the word comfort.
Yes!
So, you know what? We know Meka, and we know all about Meka, but our viewers don't. So, Meka, will you share who is Meka Diamond?
Well, I am a media personality here in Houston. I'm all over as a media mogul, as Sonja called.
That's exactly right.
But I do community outreach. I do a lot of the community outreach here in Houston, as well as I'm interested. I'm passionate about the growth of people. You know, I want to make sure that whatever I have, whatever resources it is that I have, that I can help them grow by networking and us joining each other in partnerships, partnerships. So,
Keyword.
Yeah.
Keyword. Well, we're so happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Well, hey, I'm ready to start, y'all.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Sonja, before we start, let me warn Meka.
Oh.
You know, Wonder Woman has the lasso of truth, which means when she has that lasso on you, you cannot tell a lie. Well, the couch is all about the truth, so we're going to get real.
But it's going to be good.
Yes.
First off, we want to talk about, as women, we hear all the time, have balance, have balance. Is there such a thing as a balanced life?
You know, when you asked this on break, I said, what balance? I mean, is there such a thing?
Right. It's very hard to say. It may be, you may feel that you have balance as a woman, but to someone else, you may be all over the place.
That's so good. Perception,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Well, the word balance, you think about it. If you have a pendulum, you think Balance means everything is equal.
Right.
Everything is balanced all the way around. And I'm sorry, we don't live a life where everything is balanced all the way around.
No. And even though we try hard to portray that to others, I think deep down we know that we have too many plates that we're trying to spin.
Right.
You're exactly
As
right.
some would say, too many irons in the fire.
Yes,
Yes.
you're
I
exactly
don't
right.
believe that. I don't believe anybody has balance.
No.
Besides children, maybe.
No, you're exactly right. Because you think about it, with kids, oh my gosh, they don't have that to worry about. There's no worries.
No.
You think about from the moment we open our eyes to the moment we close our eyes. Usually there are so many things that we're doing in the course of a day.
And we're not only thinking about what we're doing, we're thinking about the next thing we need
Right.
to do.
You have to. You have 2 steps ahead. You have to be 2 steps, especially when you have children. When women have children,
Right.
And I think maybe the parents keep the balance for the kids, or try to anyway.
Right, right. Well, also with the word balance, is it okay for us if we're trying to at least gain some type of normalcy or balance in our life? Is it okay to delegate? To delegate things to others?
See, it's okay to delegate, but you have to make sure whoever you're giving the position to, they can own up to it and trust them that they're going to do it in the way that you would want them to do it. That's the difficult part.
I was going to say
That was the key right
that
there.
was it. You know, I think for me, I had to learn that just because it's not my way doesn't mean that it's not a good way.
That's key. That's
So
very
good.
key.
Well, you think about it. Don't you think us as women, we have that control issue a little bit?
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little.
That we feel that if it's not done, if we don't do it, it's not done just right.
You know, a good example of that is being in corporate America for so long. You're at work all day long. I'd come home and it would be my husband's turn to feed the kids. But he ordered Chinese food or pizza, and I'd come in, you ordered Chinese. Instead of saying, thank you for feeding the family, it wasn't what I would have fed them.
Yeah.
So I would go negative with it instead of just saying thank you.
I think that's the problem that I have. I think my issue is I want to take ownership because I know how I would carry out whatever it is that needs to be done. So I just say, oh, I'll do it.
Yes.
And then before you know it, I have 1,000. Oh, I'll
Yes.
do it.
You have too many.
That's
I'll do
it.
it.
Right.
That's it. And it's I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do
Absolutely.
it. And then we're wondering why we just want to go. So I believe that if we get to the point where we start helping, training others, and letting them, even if it's not the way we want it to be done, let it be okay that they did it.
Right.
And if it's not done, and we need to steer them, but with love. Like
Yes,
you said. 'Cause
that's
you
key.
You could have definitely pushed your husband where he was like, forget it. I'm not doing anything. You know? So it's just living and learning.
Being and being able to communicate without being without dictating or being
that's good,
dominant
Meka.
of whatever it is that you want them to do. It's all in the communication and how it's received
Right.
from whoever it is that you're asking to do something for you.
That's good. I'm guilty in that area at times, especially when I'm having to get something done. I can come across demanding,
Yeah.
and it's not meant to be that way.
Right.
It's just because I've got so many things
Right.
I need to do.
Just trying to
that-
get it done.
Yes, and I'm delegating, but I'm delegating in a demanding way,
Right.
and that's not healthy.
Yeah, I catch myself doing that as well, and I have to back up and say, "I'm sorry, excuse me. You know, I don't want to seem like I'm rude or
Yes.
I'm demanding it, but it, you know, I'm moving in motion,
Yes.
and it just came out. But don't receive it as that way." So.
Yes.
You know, I think the other side of that is it's okay to ask for help, right? So if you're
Yes.
watching, it's okay to ask for help. That doesn't make you a lesser person, a
Yes.
lesser mom, a lesser individual. It's okay to ask for help.
That's so good. That word help can be so liberating. Just
can.
saying the word
Yes.
help and then having someone actually come to the rescue to help is so beautiful.
But don't you guys think that as women, we would rather someone come and ask, do you need assistance, rather than us reaching out and asking them, I need help with this? It's almost like, no, I don't want you to think that I can't handle it as a woman, so I'll just go ahead and I'll have all of these different assignments for myself, instead of just saying, like you said, Delia, asking for some
Yes.
help.
She's very good at that. She can see that my plate is overloaded, and she will just come ask, can I help you? You know, or she will just take charge and she will just say, I'm taking that off your plate.
Now that's
I've got
good.
it.
I need a you.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Well, I'm guilty of taking on too much. So when I see it, I definitely will try to help.
Yeah.
And so I want to tell you, if you have a friend or a family member and you see that their plate is overloaded, the best thing for you to do is at least ask if you can help them to take something off of their plate. Believe me, they will appreciate it. But if they won't, then sometimes just give them a surprise and do it for them. Believe me, they will thank you for it later. And we have more to talk about. So guess what? Go grab you a cup of coffee or tea, and we'll be right back.
If you would like to be a guest or advertise your business on Couch Time with Sonja, I would love to hear from you. Email me. Visit couchtimewithsonya.com.
One of the most important events in life is having a baby. The closest hospital may not be the best choice for your family. Now, there's Stork Advisor. With Stork Advisor, you can keep your loved ones informed. There's a labor alert right at your fingertips. Stork Advisor even offers you a pregnancy tip every day. After you've had your baby, tell us about your experience and leave a Stork rating. We want to keep other expecting families like you informed. With Stork Advisor, you can know what to expect when you're expecting.
Connect with fellow millennials, creatives, professionals, and entrepreneurs within the all-new millennial community. Join in and get connected with local events, volunteer opportunities, and mentorship programs with the next generation. For more information, visit themillennialcommunity.com and become a member today. Membership includes access to special events, networking events, and civic engagement opportunities. Check out our online calendar for upcoming event opportunities, such as Millennial Think Tanks, community building events, the new Sea Live experience, and much more. Members will also be invited to join an online membership group, have opportunities to pair with local students in the Houston community for mentorship programs. Follow us on all social media platforms and get connected with the millennial community today.
We are back with Couch Time with Sonja, and it's all about the She Shed today.
And you know what? We ended that segment, and I'd probably say this segment is probably going to be one that most of our women want to hear about, but they just won't talk about it because of the embarrassment of it all.
Right. People don't normally discuss these things openly.
No. But we do on Couch Time with Sonja.
Yes. We keep it what you say, Doc?
100.
Well, one of the things is, of course, weight. We know that that's a major topic with women.
Yes.
Because it's a major topic with me, just being real. It's one of my areas of insecurity. You know, it really is. But with women, we always think that just because someone is skinny, that they're healthy.
Right.
Which is so far from the truth. You know, I personally know someone who's I'm very close to. She's very thin. She is naturally a size 4. She's had several children. That's her weight. That's where she's at. But she literally eats a pint of ice cream or a half gallon of ice cream every day in her bed. Every day.
Wow.
Must be enough.
The genes. It has to be the genes.
So she's the right weight. But how's her heart?
Right.
You know,
That's
how's
good.
her cholesterol?
Yeah.
That's good.
You know,
And her insulin and all that sugar with eating
Yes.
ice cream every day. I wonder what brought her to that size.
Right.
You know, is she comfortable with that size?
she likes her size 4. I mean,
Okay.
that's where she likes, but she could be healthier.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think in today's time, I realize that most are saying they like the healthier size women, not the bigger in size, but it's called the healthier in size.
Does that mean curvy?
Yes.
Does that mean curvy?
Absolutely.
What are we hearing now? Strong is the new skinny?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yes.
But healthiness, it's major just to be healthy. It's more than just the way we look on the outside. It's, like you said,
Yes.
what's going on in the inside of our body, taking care of our heart and making sure that that is healthy too. And as we know today, sugar
Well, especially
Sugar
we're
is
all
a
minorities
culprit.
on this couch, and we know that minorities fight the battle of
Yes.
diabetes
Yes.
and
Yes.
high blood pressure.
Yes.
And eating a half gallon of ice cream every day cannot be good for those things.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And then, of course, just think about the sugar, guys. Right now, in this day, sugar is in everything
It
we
is.
eat. And sugar is a culprit for inflammation.
Yes.
It's a culprit for diabetes.
Yes.
It aids in so many different things that if we're not careful, whether it's small, medium, or what we call larger, it does not matter what your size is. You can be unhealthy.
Right.
And I believe now that in today's time, more are doing more the organic. They're going, but it's so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also talk to a lot of people who are now on vitamins, taking vitamins, which everybody should at least be taking a multivitamin.
Yes.
But a lot of us don't understand that there's an absorption rate within your vitamins. And if you don't
exactly
have a good absorption rate in the vitamin, you're not getting all the nutrients that you need. So you have to pay attention to the absorption rate.
That's exactly right, girl. You're talking my language. As a nurse, you're talking my language.
Well, I'm guilty because I don't take a vitamin.
Yeah, we got to get you on a vitamin.
Are you serious, D?
I am serious.
We gonna talk.
Well, one of the reasons why you should at least take a vitamin is because we don't get all the nutrients in our fruits and vegetables anymore.
That's exactly
we
right.
used to, but now they're injecting them with all of these different things. That's why you see vegetables that are huge, and so you at least need to take a multivitamin.
And I know, that's one of those things, I know I should, but I'm guilty and I don't.
Well, that we do this on the
Yes.
couch is
Right.
we're honest with you.
Yes.
So, of course, if you heard her say she does not take vitamins, we do not recommend that.
Yes.
So make sure go and talk to your doctor and find out what's best for you. And please take a multiple vitamin, but also remember, eat healthy
Yes.
and exercise. So let's also talk about stress. I bet every woman just went, yes.
Right. Did you see all of us cringe?
Right.
when I said that?
Stress is every day, all the time
Yes.
with women. And stress truly affects your metabolism. So a lot of the time women are trying to lose weight, they're trying to get healthy, but the stress is causing them not to.
Yeah.
And that stress, is that cortisol. So we gain that weight right around our bellies. Not a good place, not a good look. So if that is not a good way to encourage you to lose that stress in your life, look in that mirror. We tend to carry that
What's
weight
that word
right.
again? Cortisol? What?
Cortisol. It's a bad word.
I don't like that word.
I don't know if I want to look that one up in the dictionary.
But stress is for so many other things too, not just for weight and
Yeah.
things of that nature. But think about it, guys. I think about my shoulders and the stress of what's carried, and that I carry a lot of tension here. So women are having a lot of headaches. And every day they're like, I'm having a constant headache, but they're not realizing it's brought on by stress and it's brought on by the tension that's in their shoulders. I hear people say that going and get a massage is a luxury when it's really not. Going and get a massage to relieve tension is honestly healthy.
And the toxins.
You're
Massage,
exactly right.
It helps with releasing the toxins in your body too. And something else that people should understand, the viewers should understand, is that you also need something for your digestive system.
Yes.
There's good, floor, there's all types of things that we need in order to help get rid of the waste, but we also need to keep some of that
That's exactly
within us
right.
in order to be healthy as well.
Called balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Balance. And it's kind of like, you've heard about that alkaline water. To keep your body kind of an alkaline state is to drink the alkaline water or make sure that it's more alkaline. And do you know that that's because they're talking about yeast infections and that it helps to balance out so you're not constantly having yeast infections?
Wow.
Also, having alkaline water allows your hormones to balance, which is, hey,
I was going to say, for women, that's a battle we fight.
yes,
Try
it
the
is.
summer, so.
Yes.
I deal with them, and them doggone private personal summers are no joke.
For
But
those of you who
they're
don't know
real.
what she's talking about, she's just talking about those, nasty hot flashes.
And I seem to be hot all the time, but that's triggered too by what I eat.
Got it.
When I eat healthy and I'm eating clean, I don't experience it as much. When I'm eating unhealthy or I'm eating a lot of sugar, I'm experiencing it. So, good topic.
Yes.
And then also, this one is going to get you, and it's going to get you. Not drinking enough water. Ladies, do you know that that makes our girls sag?
No.
So who has
No.
the case of water?
Come on, girl.
Bring it on.
I want water
I
and
have
water.
That's what everybody's getting for Christmas this year. All
my
the
God.
women are getting water.
It was a statistic that not drinking enough water allows for your girls to sag. Well, think about it. What did you say?
Well, I mean, we need the elasticity in our
That's it.
skin. It needs the water.
Yes.
But we don't think about that. You know, now we fight gravity, and now we have to fight drinking water.
And then I have a coach that's constantly, hold your shoulders back. So I'm trying to hold up my shoulders. So I hold up my girls. Well, water is the answer?
Yes.
You got it.
Relax your shoulders.
Nah, I won't let me do that.
Drink more water.
Oh my gosh, how awesome. But do you know too that if that is the case, we need to encourage our sisters, encourage our ladies that are watching. Drink more water. It is not just for your organs, but it's for your skin health.
Yes.
You know, and we're
Weight
laughing.
loss.
We're laughing.
Weight loss,
That's
yes.
exactly right. We're laughing, and we're laughing because it helps the girls. But water is serious. You are more water than you are anything else.
Yes.
And so, honestly, water is healthy. You know, and we know it might not taste great to you. Put some lemon in it if you have to. Whatever you need to do. And then the last thing before we take break is I have to be honest. I had a moment that was real, and this is a real moment, and I'm going to be 100 and honest with you, my sisters. I dealt with this issue of constantly dealing with a body odor that I just couldn't understand. I didn't know what was going on. I was just trying to figure it out myself, a little too embarrassed to go to the doctor and ask them to. And it was my breast. It was underneath my breast. Could not understand it. I sweat. Those personal summers, I sweat all
No,
the time.
you don't sweat. You leak awesome.
Oh, I like that even better. I leak awesome.
Right.
So I was leaking awesome, but the smell that came from it was not awesome. So what happened was, my husband, I thank God for him. He loves me. So of course, he never made a big deal about it. But I had a friend who was a real friend. And the friend just came out and said, hey, I just want to let you know, I don't know if you know or if you've noticed, but I've noticed, and I just want to tell you out of love for you and care and concern, and drop the shell.
That's a real friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't like it. I didn't like the friend either. I'll just be real. At that moment,
Oh, wow.
that hurt.
Yeah.
I did not do it in front of them, but when I got in the car, I called my husband and I told him what happened. And of course, my husband went into protection mode. You want me to say something? And I was like, no, I don't want you to say anything, babe. But I'm crying, and I'm crying because I was hurt. I was embarrassed. Wasn't that what they were saying was true, but I was embarrassed. But what happened is it made me go to the store that day. I went to the grocery store and I spent hours in the grocery store. My husband called, what are you doing? I'm in the grocery store. I'm trying to find something to help this situation. I bought about 10, 12 things, but do you know it took me concocting things, trying things, but I found the fix and it worked. So that's something that women don't like to talk about, especially if they have an issue with an odor. But I want to encourage you, if you're having an issue, be okay to talk to it about something. Don't do what I did. I dealt with it for a long time. But real friends will tell you, and I'm glad that person did. But if you want to know if you're walking through the same situation and you want to know what I did and what I'm using, inbox me on Couch Time with Sonja, and that's Sonja with a J, on our Facebook or our Instagram page, and I will share it with you. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with some more conversation. It is She Shed. See you in a moment.
Let's be honest. Making a lukewarm marketing video is fairly simple. But who wants lukewarm marketing? Instead, how about something that conveys your unique message? Well, that takes creativity, and creative is what we are. We design custom logos. We even offer professional print services. Our goal is to showcase how good your idea is, no matter what your product is. Whether it's social media marketing for a new author or the artwork for the book itself, we can help. If you've created a new app and need a TV commercial to show it to the world, we can help.
Now, there's Stork Advisor.
If you're a photographer trying to show off your work in a unique way, we can help. Need a promo for your TV show? we can help with that too.
It's Couch Time with Sonja.
We're an artistic bunch, and we love the creative process. We're not trying to be the best in Houston. We're trying to be the best for you.
It's another edition of the Entrepreneur's Corner with your boy, Fred Vernon. I've got a powerful topic for you guys today. We're going to talk a little bit about setting up your business today for tomorrow's successes. So check it out. When you're setting up your business, you don't want to set it up for what's going on today. You want to set your business up and set a base and a platform so that you can be successful tomorrow. So let's look at it. First things first, when you're setting your business up, you want to look at setting up an S Corp or an LLC. The power of the S Corp and LLC allow you to be taxed one time versus the C Corporation where you will face double taxation. The S Corporation and LLC also provide limited liability as the C Corp does. However, again, you can avoid the double taxation. So first things, when you're setting your business up today for tomorrow's success, do yourself a favor and save yourself on some taxes. Set up an LLC or set up an S Corp. That way it flows right through your personal income. Next thing you want to do is make sure you have business tax returns. Year one is going to be very difficult. You're going to have a lot of different things going on. You've got employees, payroll taxes, operations to worry about. However, if you make sure that you're doing the right things day to day in payroll and filing your tax return at the end of the year, you'll be set up financially so that when you go to borrow money from the banks in the future, you'll be able to show successful tax returns year over year. The next thing that you want to do when setting up your business is you want to make sure that you have a bank account. Many businesses fall short and don't necessarily set up a business bank account. They kind of commingle their personal and business bank accounts. What you want to do is have a clean record. You want to have a personal bank account as well as a business bank account, because that business bank account is going to help you track your expenses and know what's going on at all times. So when you're starting your business and you're setting yourself up for success, go with an LLC or an S Corporation. And then number two, you want to make sure that you have those tax returns and you're doing that from the start. And then number three, you want to make sure that you have a bank account with a reputable bank. That way you can set yourself up for future tracking of expenses as well as an institution that you'll have a reputation with when it's time to go and borrow money and expand that business, which I know all of you will be doing. So I thank you again for joining us here on the Entrepreneur's Corner, and I look forward to you joining us next time. Thank you.
We are back with Couch Time with Sonja, and before the break, Sonja was giving us some good information as women from an experience that she experienced. I think we all need to hear more on this topic because so many women have these issues and they need to talk about them.
Well, I'll definitely tell you it was an emotional
So.
moment. Just that roller coaster of emotion, that embarrassment. But then also, after I found my little concoction, that emotional still kind of bothered me, and then kind of embarrassed to go back in the presence again. But when I went to the doctor, what was so awesome is she encouraged me, Sonja, it's really not you. It's bacterial. What happened is because of my girls laying on my chest, that it's rubbing. And because it's rubbing, it was causing bacterial growth. And the bacteria, what was causing it to couldn't breathe. And so, of course, that's where the odor came from.
Exactly.
And so after that, of course, I could hold up, my shoulders as much as possible. We could buy these doggone expensive bras that we have to buy.
And we know how expensive those are.
You're exactly right.
Yes.
But it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. And the transparency of it was, most people are embarrassed because I know I was embarrassed. But after working with it and after finding out what it was, it worked, and now I'm utilizing it, and I just want to share it with every person. Don't think it's you. It's not you. There's some things going on with your body, and it could be bacterial, and it's not just our girls. Let's just be really honest. It's also in our private area as well.
Yeah.
It's just that we deal with those particular things. Don't be embarrassed to open your mouth and say something to someone. Or if you're a friend and you know that there's a girlfriend of yours who's having an issue, just try to find a time or a moment to just kindly say it to them. It may hurt them, but in the long run, it will help them just like it helped me.
You know, it can be said in love, like your friend did.
Yes, you're exactly right, because it definitely was done in love.
Right. Well, thank you for being so transparent
Yes.
and putting it out there for everyone to learn from.
Well, that's what we do here on the
Yes,
couch.
here
so.
on the couch. Okay, so let's continue.
Well, I think it's time to give some pointers to the men.
Yes. So men, I told you we had some information for you. So grab your pen or something and write this down. You have something to learn.
There is a saying, confidence is hot. Arrogance is not. So as women, men, we're wanting to give you some tips on what women are looking for. We are not looking for an arrogant man.
No.
We want you to be confident in who you are, stand tall, stand proud, but not so proud that it becomes arrogance.
That's actually a total turnoff to me.
Right. Who wants to compete with their man?
Come on, girl.
Like, I shouldn't compete with him.
Right.
No. To me, when you there's a fine line. Don't you agree?
Yes.
There's a fine line. You could be confident and walk in confidence,
Yes.
but the moment that you're boastful, that's when you move over to that arrogant side.
Yes.
And that's not attractive. Your woman does not want to see that.
And neither does her friends.
That was good. So true.
Yes.
And then let's give the men another tip. I know I'm probably going to get a whole lot of flack from our men on this.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. Go for it.
We got your back on
It's
the
all
couch.
about the
girl.
she
You got my back?
All about the she shed, remember?
Don't be a man baby.
Oh.
Let me go and define that.
Please do.
You're a man, but you act like a baby. Meaning,
No man baby.
meaning everything has to be done for you. Everything. Do we want a man like that?
No.
I will tell you, if you're looking for that special lady, don't expect her to do everything for you. Oh,
I have a
gosh.
question because some men will say you're not being submissive because you're not doing everything.
Girl, did you see the look?
I did.
Wait, did you see the look?
Like, it's no word. It's just a look.
It's
Yes.
a look. There's a difference in submission.
Yes. You know, I think that I'm a caregiver. That's how I show love is by doing things for people, especially my husband. I like to make his meals and but the day that it's expected or fingers are snapped or I'm given dirty looks, I don't want to serve that way anymore.
Right.
So I think that there's a difference.
Yeah, I believe
really
so
good.
too. I believe so too. Not only that, submissive, but I have heard, and I'm sure you ladies have heard as well, that some men they look to marry someone like their mother. So do you think that once they get a significant other, they're looking for the same expectations that they had when their mother was nurturing them?
You know,
I'm
see
going
it
to
a
say
little
no.
bit.
In my situation, I don't think that would be true.
I can see it a little bit, that they may be looking for someone that it resembles their mom or has habits of their mom or things like that. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it and put it out there. I am not your mama.
Right.
And don't want to be your mama.
And they'll put it out there too.
Come on. They'll
You're
tell-
not my mama.
Come on. Wait, but they want you to do things
Right.
like a mama.
Yes.
What I think that our men need to know is that women are looking for an independent man, a man that will help, a man that does not mind doing things alongside their wife, but as natural, we're nurturers. It's who we are.
Yes.
So we're going to nurture our significant others out of love
Yes.
because we love doing it. But I love what Dee said. When it comes to the point that it's expected that I do A, B, C, D for you every day, that you can't do it for yourself, that's a problem.
Right.
And we also talk about the communication and how it is that if you want something done for you and you ask rather than demand and be dominant in your asking of whatever it is, that's a determining factor on how you will respond or how we will respond as women as well.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
Kind of expectations, right?
Yes.
All about the expectations. Instead of expecting, that your significant other to do everything, why don't you sometimes just get up and do it yourself? It's nothing wrong with that. But also, in return, men, there's times that we just want you to do things for us.
I'm going to give this example. We were on set all day yesterday. My husband came to pick me up. When I get in the car, he has lunch and a drink waiting for me in the car. He's like, babe, I knew you would be so hungry, so I had food for you.
Wow.
That
Come on
is
now.
huge.
Come on.
Shout out to husband.
Yes.
Shout out to my babe. That was huge.
Yes.
He doesn't know how it made me feel so special and so loved because he went through drive-thru and picked something up.
And it's the little things.
Yes.
It's not the major things. Sometimes it's the little things of paying attention to the need.
Yes.
And sometimes not the want.
That's
make sure
good,
you get
Meka.
more credit. So
That's
Say
yeah.
that again.
good.
Say that again.
Sometimes you need to pay attention to the need more than what the want is. And it's the
That's
little
so
bitty
good.
things, the little bitty things that go a long
Right.
way.
That is so good. Well, what I think is he knew her love
Absolutely.
language.
Yes.
He knew your love language, so he fed into that love language, which I think is beautiful.
And I love food.
Well,
That's my other love language.
Kudos.
Yes.
And then our last one. Let me see. Hold on, because there was one more that I just have to touch before we get ready to go. Would you say making us priority is the biggest thing that means more than anything? I'm gonna define that.
Man, I love that. You need
But
to
I've got to
repeat
define that.
Yes.
Making us priority is bigger than anything.
Yes.
Bigger than what you can buy, bigger than what, go and get a gift. It's making us priority. What does that really mean? That means putting down the cell phone and literally spending
Yes.
quality time with your girl. The next thing, ESPN. We know our guys love sports. Come on, we do.
I love sports too.
I do too. But 24/7?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
Turn off the TV and spend some quality time with your girl. Well, you never know where that may go. We're going to leave it
never
right
know.
there. And then also, the last thing is you think about priorities. Husband works. Our husbands work. Meka, she's single. Your significant other, your friend, works. How powerful is that? Is that work is a priority, but when they make the priority to send you messages while they're at work, to send you just sweet little messages, means more than anything.
And that goes back to the little things. The little things. When you pay attention to the small things and take the initiative to do those little bitty things, it goes a long way.
It does.
It does. Priority, being a priority, it's a good feeling to be a priority.
It is a good feeling. One of the things I'll definitely say is walking in, had a long day one day. I walked in to roses. I walked into a glass of wine, jacuzzi. Yes, ma'am. Jacuzzi, bubble bath, my favorite book sitting on, and candlelight.
Wow.
It's your evening. I'm not coming in. It's your evening. Have some quality time. Honey, he fed the love bank, and you know what else happens after that.
You fed his love.
Come on, girl. So men, take heed. You're hearing it from the girls on the couch. We just want to help you. We want you to know that it is powerful to listen to what your ladies want. And ladies, man, this has been awesome. But we can talk all day
We
long.
sure
And
can.
night.
Yes.
But we're at the end of our episode
I know,
today.
that's so sad.
That's okay. We'll have it again, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed the She Shed. We hope that you have learned some information and that you've realized that at Couch Time with Sonja, we are 100% transparent. And so if you enjoyed anything, have questions for Delia, for myself, or for Meka, please go to couchtimewithsonya.com and find us on the website. Send us a message or follow us on our social media pages on Facebook and on Instagram. We can't wait to the next episode. It is so good. We love you and we pray that you have a wonderful and blessed week. Bye-bye.
Hasta la próxima.